What in the world was that? Maybe I can use my other... Oh! Both of my phones exploded! What on earth will I do when I need to wake up in the morning? Aha! Nintendo has the answer. The Alarmo Nintendo Sound Clock. Also known as alarm clock. What? Obviously, my first thought when I saw the press release was, what a weird thing for Nintendo to make, right? But if you think about it, Nintendo has made all kinds of things that are not games and game consoles, and an alarm clock? Far from the weirdest one. Let's take a closer look. I remember reading an interview about it where they said they wanted it to look more friendly and less like a conventional alarm clock. I'd say they've probably achieved that. You've got a couple little rubberized feet on the bottom, a USB-C power port, a Nintendo logo on the back, what looks like a speaker grill. Is this the snooze button? Man, that is an enticing looking snooze button. And the best part, you don't even need to use the snooze button. It has a motion sensor and you can just gesture at it in order to snooze. We'll talk a little bit more about the motion sensor later, but we've also got a male button and back button. Let's get it set up. Nintendo recommends pointing it toward the center of the bed and having it no more than 8 inches above the head of the sleeper. This allows it to use its motion sensor for a variety of things. It can track when you are in bed, so the alarm won't go off if you're not home. It can track your movement in your sleep, which Nintendo assures you is never sent back to Nintendo's servers. And it can allow you to silence or snooze your alarm by simply waving at it from in the bed or getting up. But there is one small complication. Bill, if you would, if you happen to be a Nintendo customer who isn't a child, which Nintendo stubbornly refuses to acknowledge as a thing, and you share your bed with another person, the motion controls won't work because it has no way of knowing which person is, I don't know, waving at it or getting out of the bed or doing whatever else. But enough about what it can't do. Let's see what it can do using the power of our sponsor, Paradox, who's featuring their new turn-based strategy game, Age of Wonders 4. While the end-of-the-year feasts might be conquering your stomach, you can rule over a fantasy realm in this unique 4X turn-based extravaganza. You can control a huge variety of empires and unique races to dominate through cunning alliances or with raw strength. And with their new event system, the world continuously evolves depending on your actions. The best part is you can play for free from November 7th to 11th at the link in the video description. Here we go. It comes with 5 games preloaded. Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, and I think Ring Fit Adventure, and like 2 other ones. But you can download more, and there's a little tutorial here. Okay, let's have a look. We twist the knob, we push the knob. Oh, that's fun. Select English, yes. This setting is okay. Yes. You can use the back button if you want to go back to the previous screen. I sure can. English is still okay though. And now it wants today's date, which in a world where time servers exist and this is a smart device feels a little bass-ackwards, but sure. Turn the dial to raise or lower the volume. That is not a very loud alarm clock. As someone who was a very sound teenage sleeper, place the clock on a flat surface, then move your body left and right. Okay. All right, Glenn, things are about to get a little complicated, I think. Did I get the coins? Come on. Come on, Mario, get the coins. Yeah, we thought other alarm clocks were insufficient, so we did this. Did I get the coin? I somehow got the coin. Okay, the clock's motion sensor can tell when you move your body. Try lying in bed and then press the button for next? How the hell am I supposed to do that? Do I need a helper to set this thing up? I mean, I guess I probably have a parent to help me with it, right? Because I have to sleep alone. Kids and forever alones, that's the Nintendo demographic. There's 2 different modes for the alarm. It can either be at a constant volume or it can escalate. And apparently there's different characters that can show up to like try and rouse you if you're like snoozing it too many times. Oh, I have to keep moving. Sure. Next, stop the alarm by getting out of bed. I'm gonna throw it for a loop. I'm gonna get out this way. Hey! All right, it worked. Get back in bed. Look at this thing. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad, Alarmo. Oh, this is the most fun I've ever had setting up an alarm clock. I will say that. Okay, that is one complaint that I've seen about this thing. there's only one alarm time supported. So you can't just like have multiple alarms for different days of the week, which, really? Anyway. Oh, Link's at a campfire. No way. No question, it's kind of cute, definitely cool, but what I gotta know, Bell, is how much does this thing cost?
It costs $100 US.
$100. I feel like there are a lot of different lenses I could look through this from. On the one hand, $100 is very expensive for functionality that you're literally holding in your pocket right now. On the other hand, for a first-party Nintendo product, I mean, they've got plastic statues that literally don't have anything in them. This was probably more work than an amiibo. And like an amiibo, I feel like it has more value as a collectible than it does as a functional product. Though with that said, Nintendo did put a shocking amount of actual thought into it. Like, they're treating it like a real product, even though they kind of didn't really have to do that. Another cool thing, and I don't take this for granted these days, is that no Nintendo account is required in order to use the product. We did set one up so that we could download new themes and stuff, but you don't have to, which for a product that is clearly intended mostly for kids is a definite plus. Nintendo's not a perfect company, but they are one that seems to take user privacy at least reasonably seriously. Beyond that, there's not really much for me to say. If you're the kind of person who wants one of these, you already know who you are. And if you're the kind of person who thinks this is phenomenally stupid, you know who you are too. And I know who I am. I'm the guy who's going to tell you guys to subscribe to ShortCircuit.